Hey everybody, it's Monday the 29th of June 2026, 3:35 p.m., 71 degrees here on Boston Harbor. You can see tour boats and ferries, and there's a bulk carrier out there, maybe two. In here, we are, no. Go away. That was to my phone. She likes to butt in. Anyway, welcome. We are at Boston Harbor, and like I said, we are doing a little exploring out here on a beautiful day. It's 73 degrees because we have a beautiful sea breeze coming in off of the 63-degree water because it's really humid. Well, the humidity's building. It was foggy last night, and then you can still see way in the distance there's fog out there over the ocean that won't burn off at all because just the water's that cold. Anyway, if you're new, this is one of the things we do. We go different places, largely around the Boston area because it's home base, and I'm a disabled vet on a fixed income. So if you want to use the Buy Me a Coffee link, you can help travel outside of this area. You can actually help with a trip I'm taking at the end of the year, but that's a secret. So you want to like and subscribe so that you get to see that trip because it's going to be epic. Anyway, we're going to go do what we do, walk around, and in this case, see just a certain area of Southwest. And sometimes it's parades, sometimes protests, sometimes festivals. All the things. It's a busy city, so there's always something going on, especially this time of year. It's a beautiful view of the skyline behind the Pleasure Beach, or Pleasure Bay Beach. It's not actually, I don't know if it's called that. Anyway. So yeah, we're in the landing pattern for Logan International Airport. That is just beautiful. There's the cargo ships go in there and get unloaded, and then that's the control tower for the airport and Pleasure Bay, as we discussed previously. Oh, I'll turn around. That's Castle Island, where we just were in the last video, and it's Fort Independence is there. It's a Revolutionary or Civil War fort, I can't remember which. They set them out on a lot of these islands so that they like completely covered the harbor with cannons. It's pretty day. It's gonna be 100 degrees Thursday. And there are fireworks that night. I don't know what it's supposed to be at 9 o'clock when they do them. They'll be over there in the harbor off Long Wharf. It's part of the Harbor Fest. It's a big Navy thing. And it's part, patriotic. The Air Force band's going to play, and I think the Navy band plays. And there's a little stand over there called Sullivan's Castle Island. I haven't had it, but it's like only in the summer. When it opens in April, literally people are lined up waiting for it to open. I guess they have really good milkshakes and ice cream and burgers and dogs, and I don't know. I've never eaten there. So yeah, the start of this series of walks started at the Broadway Red Line MBTA station, Metropolitan Boston Transportation Authority, or as we call it, the T. I went past my stop, had to come back one stop, because I looked and it was like, okay, 2 stops to the stop I'm going to. And then I was looking at my phone, suddenly there was a stop that I went, hey, wait, I don't remember that stop being on my 2-stop list. It wasn't. The plane's constantly coming. And on weekends, a lot more of these boats are out too. This weekend will be nuts. I know some people, they were saying some people have already gone to their 4th of July destination. They're just taking the whole week off. I don't know the kinds of planes anymore. Probably 737, I'm guessing. But it could be an Airbus, and I don't know those at all. I know military aircraft. There comes another one. See it? It's not a drone. Oh, God. That whole mess. There were only like 2 that I wasn't 100% sure were planes. I mean, there's one that they questioned, and it was a banking left, I think 737. You could, if you looked close enough, you could see, besides the lights, which was what they were going to, you could see the engines, the outline of the plane. It wasn't easy to see, but see the flag on top of the fort. There he goes. January 6th. I'll be coming that way. I leave on the 5th, but I think I arrive on the 6th. Remember, it's a secret trip. There is a stop in a country I've never been to. But I'm only there for like 3 hours, so I can't really go do anything. I'm excited, a little nervous. My mobility isn't the greatest, but even though I'm doing this, but like stairs and stuff. And when I first stand up after I sit for a while, my knees and ankles take a minute to wake up. Sitting on a plane usually. That gives you a clue. Not a real good one, but another balloon, I think. I wonder if they bring it up to eat it, or if they eat it while they're down. Just, you know what I mean? One gulp. I'm trying to see if he comes back up. He holds his breath a lot longer than me. And then I wonder, did they drown or get eaten by a shark? I wonder if there's ever been a shark in here. You gotta think that over the course of history, man, it still hadn't come up. Unless that's it flying away, but I didn't hear it come up. I don't know. Then you get a little more beach over on this side. I don't even know if you can see it. move into the shadow. It's just a nice little area for a walk. It's not horribly hard to get to. It's just the walk back to the bus stop is not fun, but you know. Yeah, do turn on your notifications and subscribe, because even if you ignore everyone like this, the ones in December and January you're going to want to see. Hopefully the weather's good and not like horrible the whole time. There's that, and then that over there is Carson Beach. I'm doing a 90-mile walk around the city. I've done 8.5 miles so far, and it went past there. Not over here, though. That's more gravelly, huh? This beach is all sandy. That's gravelly. I don't know, I'm curious as to why beaches form where they do. You know what I mean? Sandy beaches, rocky beaches. Okinawa, the beaches were all coral, except for like the Air Force One, where they brought in sand. I used to love to go down there. They had a restaurant. We'd go for lunch at work, in which case I was allowed to have one cocktail or beer, and I had a Long Island iced tea, so the rest of my day was good. And then I'd take my wife there for dinner. Good food. I seem to remember. No, they did have Long Islands, because we'd go and I'd have a couple. One of the cranes is moving. I've never seen them lift the cargo things in person. Huh. On the other side of that is Seaport District. We've been there before. That's where I'm going to watch Sail Boston from, the fish pier. There you go, the beach. Pleasure Beach? No, Pleasure Bay. I think this is Pleasure Beach. I don't know. What the hell do I know? I know that's a windsock. Info, here comes. Okay. 3. So, one here, one there. I don't know if you can see or not. One there, one there, one there. Busy airport. We've had near collisions at more than one of them here lately, which is bad. And then a pilot had some sort of seizure, and they had to deal with that and bring that plane in. I can't imagine. Well, you got a co-pilot, but the passengers had to help with him because he was not in control of his body. And that's not good in the cockpit. Highest delegation and privilege of citizenship is that of bearing arms for one's country. General George S. Patton Jr. And that's true. And I bore those arms for my country for 8.5 years. Would have been 20, but they decided that if you came out as gay while you were serving, then you could serve anymore. And this is before Don't Ask, Don't Tell. But, you know, that's life. Ooh, this looks like an A380 or no, Cargo 747. Let's see if I can get it. Lufthansa is the last airline that's actually using it. So here's the World War II memorial. I'm not going to go in. The gate's shut, so we'll just look at it. We'll do one of these. A lot of people died. Russia has now been at war with Ukraine longer than World War II. And they fought in World War II. And it's going to take them 4 to 7 more years to take the part of Ukraine that they want if they can get it. And yeah, they can't. If you don't follow it, I do. Ukraine has built a drone capability like none in the world, and they are using it. Russians are rationing gas if they have it. In Crimea, they don't have it, which means they don't have electricity either. And the ways in and out are being cut, except there's one way that's still open for them to leave. And that was a place where Russians went to holiday because they can't get into Europe anymore. Because they are persona non grata. So now people are like, well, I know I'm going home because it's under missile and drone attack every night. Personally, I think they're preparing to try to take it. All right, guys, we're coming up on the 20-minute mark that I like to keep these. So I'm going to sit and rest my feet. Bid you adieu. Till next time, love y'all.